Hello, friends. If you think only people can build houses, you're wrong. In nature, there are also very smart architects who are capable of constructing whole buildings. Moreover, they do it in places where it seems impossible to build anything at all, high in the sky or underwater. Today, you will see with your own eyes that animals can build even more incredible structures than architects and engineers. These ingenious animal architects will surprise you. Be prepared to be amazed. Beaver dams have been known for their ingenuity since ancient times. After all, beavers are one of the few animals that can change the landscape around them. And if you look closely at how they built their homes, you'll realize that it's not just some instinct that makes them do it, but real engineering skills. They used trees to make the walls of their homes. Beavers fell down trees near the water and dragged them to the shore using their strong teeth. Then they make cuts in these logs and connect them together like pieces of a designer toy. The ceiling of the house is made from branches, leaves, and moss. The roof is covered with twigs and mud to keep the rain and wind out. Beavers usually live in these houses together in families of up to 10 members. There can be several entrances leading to different floors. Each beaver has its own bed, which it lines with fragrant leaves and grasses. Jumping spiders don't spin webs. They hunt by jumping from leaf to leaf and catching their prey. You could say they're the predators of the insect world, but this way of hunting requires a lot of effort. So the spider decided to build shelters to rest between hunts. Jumping spiders weave tiny silk nests, dome-shaped or umbrella-shaped, hanging from a twig like a bird's nest. The construction takes about an hour, and then the spider has a cozy house to relax in. It can sleep, eat, and wait patiently for its next meal. Spiders often decorate their homes with pebbles, bits of bark, and other decorations. This allows them to camouflage themselves and become invisible to their prey. Also, this decor serves as a warning to other spiders. By the way, a spider's house can be destroyed in a moment. A gust of wind, a curious insect crawling past can do this. That's why spiders have to spin new shelters every day. Penguin emperor penguins lay their eggs in special depressions in the rocks. Nests are needed to protect the eggs from being washed away by the tide. But what if there aren't any rocks nearby? No problem. Penguins will build a nest out of pebbles. First, the penguin carefully chooses a flat spot away from the water. Then it starts collecting pebbles. The birds fly back and forth, picking up small stones along the way. It takes up to 2 weeks to collect enough pebbles. The result is impressive. Nests made of pebbles can be as much as 2 meters in diameter. Emperor penguins share their nests with other penguin couples, laying their eggs in the same place. Penguins take turns incubating the eggs while the others go to look for food. Weaver bird nests can be truly bizarre. For example, weaver birds make spherical hanging nests. They seem to be woven from threads, so unusual and beautiful. Weaver birds weave nests from blades of grass, strips of bark, and other natural materials. They use a sticky resin secreted by trees to glue everything together. Such a basket-like nest can hold up even in strong winds and heavy rain. The entrance to the nest is made in the form of a narrow slit. Through it, birds can easily enter the nest, but predators have to think twice before doing so. Sometimes, weaver birds make false nests to confuse predators. In such cases, the fake nests have no bottom. As soon as the predator crawls inside, it falls to the ground and the cunning birds can scare it away. Octopus. Most octopuses live in shallow tropical waters where the sun's rays can reach them. They prefer coral reefs or rocky areas where they can hide from predators. Octopuses need shelters, but they don't know how to build them. What to do? Look for an already built house. An octopus can move into an empty shell left behind by a mollusk. This is convenient because the shell provides protection from most predators. It can be a home for an octopus for a long time, several years. But sometimes octopuses prefer to build their own dwellings. They dig holes in the sand or under stones. The octopus uses its strong tentacles to compact the sand and make it more resilient. It creates a safe haven for itself where it can hide and feel comfortable. Sometimes octopuses decorate their homes with shells and stones. When it's too cramped in the shelter, the octopus simply moves to another place and builds a new house. Worm termites. Termites are known for their amazing ability to build huge and complex structures. Some termite mounds can reach 6 meters in height and have hundreds of rooms inside. These insects work together in large colonies to build their unique architectural masterpieces. Their structures are not just impressive in size, but also serve as an example of how termites adapt to different environments. Termite colonies consist of different castes of individuals, each performing its own tasks. Some termites are responsible for digging tunnels and chambers, while others process wood and other organic matter that serves as food for the colony. The walls of the termite mound are made of a special substance that resembles concrete in its strength. This material consists of particles of soil, saliva, and excrement of termites. The ventilation system of the termite mound helps to maintain a constant temperature and humidity inside, which is necessary for the survival of termites. Termites communicate with each other through chemical signals. They leave special substances on the walls of the passages to indicate the direction and purpose of the tunnel. Thanks to these signs, termites can navigate in their underground cities and efficiently perform their tasks. Terrapin sea turtles. You probably don't expect to see a turtle on this list, but these reptiles are surprisingly good builders. Sea turtles come ashore to lay their eggs, and they need to dig a hole in the sand for this. The depth of the hole must be sufficient so that the eggs are protected from being washed away by the tide. But it's not enough just to dig a hole. The female turtle must also make sure it's not too deep so she can climb back out of it. After laying her eggs, the female turtle fills the hole with sand and camouflages it so that predators can't find it. To dig a hole, the turtle uses a special digging claw on its front flipper. It looks like a miniature shovel. The mother turtle doesn't stay in the nesting area for long. She immediately returns to the ocean after laying her eggs. The eggs develop in about 2 months, and baby turtles hatch. Emerging from the sand, they run towards the light, overcoming obstacles in their path. Sometimes a sea turtle lays up to 100 eggs in one clutch. Not all baby turtles manage to reach the ocean, but the ones that do have a chance to survive and live for many years. Bees. Bees build their homes from wax, creating the most intricate patterns and geometric shapes. Honeycombs are not just a place where bees keep their honey, it's their entire living space. In fact, it's a huge multi-apartment building. Each cell of the honeycomb serves as a storage for pollen, nectar, and honey. Bees seal the cells with a special wax cap. In winter, bees cluster together for warmth, making a living ball inside the hive. The air pockets between the cells help regulate the temperature and humidity inside the hive. When a bee stings, it leaves its barbed stinger inside the victim's body. Therefore, honeybees die after stinging once, but wasps and hornets can sting several times without dying. Hornets are considered one of the most dangerous insects. Their sting can be fatal. Snail, you wouldn't expect snails to build anything. Most of them carry their houses on their backs. However, some species create spirals of slime. They spread out like a rug on the ground. At first glance, snail trails look messy and chaotic, but scientists have found that snails build spirals according to certain rules. They try to make them narrower and tighter to save energy. Snails secrete mucus from special glands located near their mouths. Mucus also helps snails move and breathe. The spiral. A snail leaves behind reflects its individual characteristics. For example, the width of the spiral indicates the age of the snail. Which of these animal architects surprised you the most? Leave a comment about it. And that's all for today. See you later.